Chapter 6, Part 2 Set the Seat, Set the Mind, Scenes 611 to 620. Introduction The Science of Sacred Setup.
Scene. Kurukshetra is a battlefield, but Krishna now describes another kind of field, the inner field where meditation ripens. Arjuna, bow still trembling in his hands, hears Krishna shift from action into contemplation. The warrior must act, yes, but to act steadily, his mind must be trained. Krishna begins to describe practical steps, where to sit, how to sit, and what inner qualities prepare the ground.
Then, in the ancient world, seekers did not separate philosophy from practice. The forest hermit, the village sage, the monk in his hut all knew that environment shapes mind. The yogis created clean, quiet places for meditation, with seats steady and postures upright. This was not superstition, but science of mind. Just as farmers prepare soil for seeds, seekers prepared body and surroundings for meditation. Krishna's instructions to Arjuna carry this same wisdom. Before the warrior can conquer outer enemies, he must learn to arrange his inner battlefield.
Now, this is startlingly relevant today. We often think spirituality depends on willpower alone, but Krishna shows that design matters more than struggle. Environment shapes discipline. If your phone is next to your bed, scrolling replaces silence. If your workspace is chaotic, distraction multiplies. If your relationships are filled with noise, meditation feels impossible. But when you design wisely clean space, regular time, steady posture, you set the stage for serenity. Modern psychology calls this choice architecture. Krishna called it yoga thousands of years ago.
Think of how this plays out. A person who meditates daily knows that even 10 minutes in a clear, quiet corner can change their day. A family that begins meals with gratitude transforms eating into offering. A worker who organizes their desk before focusing on deep work finds clarity flows more easily. Systems, not strain, sustain peace. Krishna is teaching Arjuna, build the systems for serenity, and the mind follows.
Krishna also emphasizes purity. Purity of space, body, and mind reinforces each other. When the seat is clean, when the posture is steady, when the breath is calm, the mind naturally turns inward. For Arjuna, this is training. If he learns to sit steady in spirit, he can stand steady in battle.
Focus. The lesson is timeless. Build systems for serenity. Set the seat, set the mind. Arrange environment, posture, and purity so meditation arises naturally. Discipline flows not from raw willpower but from wise design. Scene 611, choosing the sacred seat.
Scene. Krishna says, the yogi should prepare a firm seat in a clean place, neither too high nor too low, covered with grass, skin, and cloth.
Then, the instruction is practical. The yogi chooses a clean spot, free from filth and distraction. The seat must be firm, stable, not too high or low. Traditionally, it was layered with sacred grass for insulation, skin for firmness, and cloth for comfort. This was not ritual excess, but practical wisdom. Comfort without indulgence, stability without stiffness. For Arjuna, this is new training. As warrior, he knows battlefield ground, but now he must know meditation ground. His inner fight begins with preparing a sacred seat.
Now, this is powerful for us too. Meditation begins not with closing eyes but with setting space. A cluttered desk, a noisy room, or a restless body sabotages the effort. The solution is simple. Create a small, sacred seat. It can be a corner of your room, a clean chair, a mat on the floor. Let it be consistent, clean, and balanced, not indulgent like a couch, not harsh like bare stone. When the body finds familiarity, the mind follows. This is system design for serenity.
Focus. Prepare your sacred seat. Clean, firm, balanced. Make space for stillness and the mind will rest there. Scene 612. Sitting with steady mind.
Scene. Krishna continues. There, seated on that seat, the yogi should concentrate the mind, making thoughts steady, controlling senses, and focusing for purification of the self.
Then, having described the seat, Krishna now describes the posture of mind. The yogi sits, not slouched or distracted but focused. The senses are reined in, thoughts are gathered, and the purpose is purification. This is not punishment but preparation. By training the mind to steady, the yogi cleanses inner restlessness. For Arjuna, this is vital. His senses are scattered by grief, his mind pulled by attachment. Krishna shows him how to gather them into stillness, to become purified enough to see truth.
Now, this applies directly to modern struggles. Many sit to meditate, but the mind races with emails, tasks, memories. Krishna's advice is timeless. Do not fight thoughts violently, but gather them steadily. Bring attention back, again and again. Control senses by not feeding them constant noise. In stillness, purification happens naturally. Just as dirt settles when water is left undisturbed, the mind clears when steadied in practice.
Focus. Sit steady, gather mind, control senses. Let stillness purify you. The seat is outer, but purification is inner. Scene 613, spine straight, gaze steady.
Scene. Krishna teaches, holding the body, head, and neck erect and steady, the yogi should gaze steadily at the tip of the nose without looking around.
Then, the instruction now shifts to posture. The yogi sits upright, spine, neck, and head aligned. The gaze is gently fixed, not wandering. This posture is not about rigidity but about balance. A straight spine awakens alertness. A steady gaze prevents distraction. The yogi, by holding the body well, prepares the mind for stillness. For Arjuna, this is discipline training. On the battlefield, his eyes dart to relatives and foes. In yoga, his gaze must stop wandering outward and turn inward.
Now, this guidance remains relevant today. Posture influences mind. A slouched body breeds lethargy. A restless gaze scatters attention. Modern science, too, confirms body alignment affects mental clarity. By sitting upright, steady, with calm gaze, we signal the mind to focus. Whether in meditation or in daily work, posture matters. The yogi learns serenity by arranging body as a vessel for mind.
Focus. Align body, steady gaze. Posture prepares mind. Straighten, steady, and let clarity rise. Scene 614, fearless, pure, devoted.
Scene. Krishna continues. Serene, fearless, firm in vow of brahmacharya, controlling mind, thinking of me, the yogi should sit absorbed in meditation.
Then, here Krishna adds qualities beyond posture. The yogi cultivates serenity, fearlessness, purity, self-restraint, and devotion. He controls mind and fixes thought on Krishna. Meditation is not mere technique but union with divine. For Arjuna, this is transformative. His fear of failure and death is real, but Krishna shows that fear dissolves in devotion. His purity is not ritual but intention. His self-restraint channels energy into yoga. Above all, thinking of Krishna steadies him in love.
Now, this instruction challenges us too. Meditation is not escape, but cultivation of qualities. Serenity grows through letting go, fearlessness through trust, purity through discipline, devotion through love. Many today approach meditation as relaxation tool, but Krishna calls for deeper practice. Meditation is union with the divine. It is living fearlessly, purely, steadily, with heart fixed in higher love.
Focus. Cultivate serenity, fearlessness, purity, devotion. Meditation is not technique alone, but union with the divine. Scene 615, union brings peace.
Scene. Krishna says, the yogi, keeping mind always absorbed in me, attains supreme peace, abiding in union with me.
Then Krishna makes meditation's fruit clear. The yogi who unites mind with him attains supreme peace. This peace is not absence of noise but presence of union. It is the stillness of ocean depths, even while waves rise above. For Arjuna, this assurance is crucial. His battle may rage, but if his mind is united with Krishna, peace will be his constant companion. Union, not outcome, defines freedom.
Now, this wisdom is timeless. Many seek peace by changing outer conditions. Quieter homes, different jobs, calmer environments. But Krishna shows peace comes not from conditions, but from union. When mind rests in divine, peace follows everywhere. Work, noise, struggle continue, but inwardly, peace remains. This is why meditation is practical today. A yogi in union carries calm into every storm.
Focus. Unite mind with the divine. Peace is not outside but within union. Seek it and it follows you everywhere. Scene 6.16. Avoid extremes.
Scene. Krishna warns, yoga is not for one who eats too much or too little, who sleeps too much or too little, O Arjuna.
Then Krishna balances the teaching. Extremes do not support yoga. The one who overeats or starves, who oversleeps or deprives himself, cannot sustain meditation. The yogi lives in balance. Discipline is not harsh punishment, but harmony. For Arjuna, this is reassurance. He need not torture body or deny natural needs. Yoga requires steady strength, not extreme denial.
Now, this is urgently relevant for us. Modern life swings between extremes, overwork or laziness, indulgence or denial. Neither supports growth. Krishna points to the middle path. Eat in moderation, rest sufficiently, balance effort and ease. Yoga thrives in harmony, not extremes. Sustainable discipline matters more than bursts of austerity.
Focus, avoid extremes, balance food, rest, effort, ease. Harmony sustains yoga, not harshness. Scene 6.17, balance in daily living.
Scene, Krishna adds, for the one who is moderate in eating and recreation, balanced in work and rest, and regulated in sleep and waking, yoga destroys sorrow.
Then Krishna deepens the teaching. Yoga is woven into daily rhythm. Moderation in food, recreation, work, rest, sleep, all are part of practice. The yogi is not rigid but regulated. This regulation creates inner balance, which destroys sorrow. For Arjuna, this is training for battle and beyond. His balance in action and rest will determine his inner steadiness. By learning moderation, sorrow loses grip.
Now, this lesson is essential today. Many people think spirituality is only on cushions or in temples. Krishna shows it is in daily balance. Work without overwork, rest without idleness, recreation without indulgence, food without excess. This lifestyle cultivates peace. Yoga is not occasional retreat, but everyday regulation. Sorrow dissolves not by magic, but by balance.
Focus. Live with moderation in all things. Balanced food, work, rest, and sleep build steady peace. Regulation destroys sorrow. Scene 618. The yogi anchored in the self.
Scene. Krishna concludes this segment. When the yogi, disciplined in habit, sits in meditation, free from desires, controlling mind, absorbed in the self, he is said to be established in yoga.
Then the journey of setup culminates. The yogi, disciplined in daily habits, sits free of desires, with mind controlled, absorbed in the self. This is yoga's fulfillment. He is not restless, not scattered, but steady, absorbed, anchored. For Arjuna, this is the image he must carry. His battle is outer, but his anchor must be inner. Yoga is not escape, but absorption in the self while still acting.
Now, this final picture speaks directly to us. We too struggle with scattered minds, restless desires, unstable routines. Krishna shows the way. Regulate life, discipline habits, control mind, focus inward. When absorbed in the self, the yogi is unshaken. This is yoga, not merely posture, not merely breath, but inner absorption.
Focus, discipline habits, control mind, drop desires, absorb in the self. This is yoga's anchor, steady and free. Scene 619. The steady flame in a windless place.
Scene. Krishna gives a metaphor. As a lamp in a windless place does not flicker, so is the yogi's mind steady in meditation on the self.
Then, this image is poetic and powerful. The mind, when free of restlessness, shines steady like a flame in calm air. The yogi, by discipline and focus, creates such inner stillness. The senses no longer disturb, desires no longer shake, distractions no longer scatter. For Arjuna, this metaphor is profound. His mind has flickered with fear, grief, and arguments. Krishna urges him to become like the unflickering flame, steady even as the storm of Kurukshetra rages.
Now, this picture speaks directly to us. Modern life is a storm of distractions. Phones buzz, tasks pile, emotions surge. The mind flickers like a flame in wind. Krishna's teaching is practical. Steady discipline and inward absorption calm the winds. Meditation, breath, focus, devotion, all build a space where mind glows like a steady flame. This steadiness is strength in every area: work, relationships, creativity, and health.
Focus, be the steady flame in a stormy world. Calm winds through discipline and let your mind shine clear in self. Scene 620, absorbed in the self.
Scene. Krishna concludes, when the disciplined mind becomes still, free from desire, absorbed in the self alone, then the yogi is said to be established in yoga.
Then, this is the culmination of the practice. The mind, trained and disciplined, becomes still. Desires no longer pull, fears no longer push. The yogi rests absorbed in the self, the Atman united with the Supreme. This is yoga's goal, not escape, but absorption, union, freedom. For Arjuna, this is the ultimate model. In stillness of mind, he will see truth clearly. His battle is not merely outer, his victory is inner union.
Now, this vision is urgent for us. Many practice techniques without understanding the goal. Yoga is not merely postures, breath, or ritual. It is absorption in the self, where peace is unbroken. This stillness does not mean inactivity. It means inner union while outwardly active. In workplaces, families, and struggles, the yogi acts, but remains inwardly absorbed. This is freedom in action.
Focus. Yoga culminates in absorption. Discipline the mind, let desires fall, and rest in the self. This is true union, steady and free. Closing summary: set the seat, set the mind. Scene: Krishna has taken Arjuna step by step into the practical science of meditation. From seat to posture, from breath to discipline, from balance to absorption, the path is laid out clearly. The battlefield is still real, but so is the inner seat of yoga. Then Krishna begins with environment. The yogi prepares a clean, firm seat in a balanced place. Scene 611. Seated there, he steadies mind, controls senses, and purifies self. Scene 612. His posture is straight, gaze steady to prevent distraction. Scene 6.13. He cultivates serenity, fearlessness, purity, devotion, and focus on Krishna. Scene 6.14. With mind absorbed in the divine, he attains supreme peace. Scene 6.15. Balance is emphasized. Extremes of eating or sleeping block yoga. Scene 6.16. Moderation in food, work, rest, and sleep builds steadiness. Scene 6.17. With such discipline, the yogi becomes free from desires, absorbed in the self. Scene 6.18. Krishna paints the image of the yogi as a steady flame, unmoved by wind, glowing in meditation. Scene 6.19. The climax comes when mind is stilled, desires fall, and absorption in the self arises. Scene 620. For Arjuna, this is a turning point. The outer battle is fierce, but the inner battle is to steady mind. His training is not just with bow and arrow, but with seat and breath, posture and focus. His true victory will come when his mind becomes flame-like, unflickering, absorbed in Krishna.
Now, this wisdom is practical for us today. Many struggle with meditation, treating it as willpower alone. Krishna shows that systems matter. Seat, posture, balance, purity all shape the mind. Modern science echoes this. Environment design beats willpower. A clean, steady space fosters focus. Balanced routines sustain peace. Meditation thrives on structure.
This section also calls us beyond technique. Meditation is not relaxation alone. It is purification of self, cultivation of serenity, and union with the divine. Peace arises not by avoiding life, but by disciplining mind amid life. The yogi is flame in windless place, steady amid storms of work, relationships, and challenges.
Krishna's wisdom dissolves illusions of extremes. Neither indulgence nor harsh denial supports yoga. Moderation is key. Neither escape nor obsession defines spirituality. Balance and absorption do. Meditation is not luxury but necessity in a noisy world.
Focus. The essence of this teaching is clear. Build systems for serenity, prepare the seat, steady the posture, balance food and rest, regulate life, discipline mind, drop desires, and absorb in the self. Then peace flows like steady flame, and the yogi lives free even while busy. This is setting the seat, setting the mind the practical path to inner freedom.